Hey there, coin collectors and history buffs. Welcome back to our channel. Today we're diving into the fascinating world of UK currency to uncover the top 8 ultra-rare one-penny coins. These tiny pieces of metal hold immense value and incredible stories. So let's get started. 1913. The year 1913 was a time of significant change and anticipation in the United Kingdom. King George V was on the throne, having ascended in 1910. The world was on the brink of the First World War, and the British Empire was at its zenith. Amidst this backdrop, the Royal Mint produced the 1913 one-penny coin. The 1913 one-penny features a portrait of King George V on the obverse, designed by Bertram McKennell. The reverse side depicts Britannia, the iconic symbol of British strength and unity, seated with a trident and shield. This design was created by Leonard Charles Wyon and had been a staple on the penny since 1860. In 1913, over 47 million one-penny coins were minted, making it a common coin for the era. However, there are certain details that can significantly affect its value. These include the condition of the coin, known as its grade, and any unique characteristics it may have, such as mint errors or variations in the die used. Let's talk about grading. The value of a 1913 penny can vary widely based on its condition. Coins are typically graded on a scale from poor P to mint state MS. A coin in poor condition might be worth only a few pence, while one in mint state can fetch several pounds. Here's a quick breakdown. Poor P heavy wear, date may be barely readable. Good G well worn, but major details are visible. Fine F moderate wear with some finer details visible. Very fine VF minor wear, most details are sharp. Extremely fine EF very slight wear on highest points. Mint state MS no wear, as if it just left the mint. To get an idea of current market values, I checked several online auction sites and coin dealers. As of 2024, a 1913 penny in good condition sells for around PS1 to PS2. In very fine condition, prices can range from PS5 to PS15. An extremely fine example can go for PS30 to PS50, and a mint state coin might reach PS1000 or more, depending on the exact grade and market demand. If you're looking to add a 1913 penny to your collection, here are a few tips. Check the condition. Always examine the coin's condition carefully. Use a magnifying glass to spot any wear or damage. Look for mint errors. Coins with mint errors can be more valuable, so keep an eye out for unusual markings or misstrikes. Verify authenticity. Ensure the coin is genuine by buying from reputable dealers or getting it authenticated by a professional. Store properly. Protect your coins from damage by storing them in a cool, dry place, ideally in a protective case. 1947. The year 1947 was a significant time in British history. The Second World War had ended just 2 years prior, and the country was in the midst of rebuilding. Amidst this backdrop, the Royal Mint continued to produce the iconic one-penny coin. The 1947 penny features the image of King George VI, who reigned from 1936 to 1952. His portrait is depicted on the obverse side of the coin. King George VI was a beloved monarch who led Britain through the challenging war years and into the early stages of post-war recovery. Now, let's take a closer look at the design. On the obverse, we see the left-facing bust of King George VI, designed by Thomas Humphrey Paget. The inscription around the edge reads Georgives Vidgbr Omen Rex FD and MP, which stands for George VI, by the grace of God, King of all the Britons, Defender of the Faith, Emperor of India. The reverse side of the coin is equally captivating, featuring the figure of Britannia, seated and holding a trident, with a shield by her side. The inscription one penny and the year 1947 are also present. This design was created by Leonard Charles Wyon and had been used on the penny since 1860. The 1947 penny is made of bronze, consisting of 97% copper, 2.5% zinc, and 0.5% tin. It's a large coin with a diameter of 30.81 mm and a weight of 9.45 grams. In 1947, over 113 million of these pennies were minted, making it a common coin in circulation at the time. So what is the value of the 1947 UK one penny today? While it's not a rare coin due to its high mintage, its value can still be significant to collectors, especially those in excellent condition. A circulated 1947 penny might fetch around $0.50, $1. However, uncirculated examples, or those in very fine condition, can be valued between $5 and $10 or even more at auctions. If you're looking to add a 1947 penny to your collection, here are a few tips. Condition is key. Aim for the best condition you can find. Coins with minimal wear and clear details are more valuable. Check for variants. Sometimes minor variations in the minting process can create unique and more valuable versions. Authentication. Ensure your coin is authenticated by a reputable source, especially for higher value purchases. Collecting coins is not just about the monetary value, it's also about appreciating the history and craftsmanship behind each piece. 1917. The 1917 UK 1 penny coin features the profile of King George V on the obverse side. This design was created by Bertram McKennell, a renowned Australian sculptor. King George V reigned from 1910 to 1936, a period marked by significant events, including World War I. The year 1917 was right in the middle of World War I, a tumultuous time for the United Kingdom. Despite the ongoing war, the Royal Mint continued to produce coins, including our featured 1 penny. These coins were made from bronze, which was a common metal used for pennies during this era. Now let's talk about the design. On the reverse side, we have the iconic image of Britannia, the personification of Britain. She is depicted holding a trident and shield, symbolizing the nation's naval strength and readiness to defend. This design had been in use since 1860 and continued to grace the penny until decimalization in 1971. The 1917 penny had a mintage of over 107 million, so they are relatively common. However, their value can vary significantly based on condition and rarity. A well-preserved example, often referred to as being in uncirculated condition, can fetch a much higher price compared to one that's heavily worn. When assessing the value of a 1917 penny, collectors look at several factors. The coin grading scale, ranging from poor to mint state, plays a crucial role. For instance, a 1917 penny in good condition might be worth a few pounds, but one in extremely fine condition could be valued much higher. To determine the grade of your coin, you'll need to examine the details closely. Look for signs of wear on Britannia and King George V. Key areas to check are the crown, the trident, and the king's facial features. Less wear means a higher grade and potentially more value. Now let's talk about where you can buy or sell these coins. Auctions, both online and in person, coin shops, and collector fairs are great places to start. Websites like eBay often have listings for 1917 pennies, but always make sure to verify the credibility of the seller. When buying online, look for detailed descriptions and high-quality images. Read reviews of the seller and don't hesitate to ask questions about the coin's history and condition. If you're selling, provide clear photos and an honest description to attract serious buyers. In summary, the 1917 UK 1 penny coin is not just a piece of metal, it's a slice of history. Its value is determined by its condition, rarity, and the demand among collectors. Whether you're buying, selling, or simply appreciating, this coin offers a tangible connection to 1930. The 1930 UK 1 penny coin is a large, bronze coin that holds a special place in British numismatic history. Introduced in 1860 during Queen Victoria's reign, this coin remained in circulation until 1971, when the UK decimalized its currency. The 1930 penny falls within the reign of King George V, and it is a fascinating piece for collectors due to its historical context and unique design features. Let's take a closer look at the design and specifications of this beautiful coin. The obverse features the left-facing portrait of King George V, designed by Bertram McKennell. Surrounding the portrait, you'll see the inscription Jorgives VDI Grey Brit Amen Rex Fide Def Eniimp, which translates to George V, by the grace of God, King of all the Britons, Defender of the Faith, Emperor of India. On the reverse, we have the iconic Britannia seated facing right, holding a trident and shield. The inscription reads 1 penny, with the date 1930 below. The design was created by Leonard Charles Wyon and has become synonymous with British pennies. To truly appreciate the 1930 penny, we need to consider the historical context. The year 1930 was part of the interwar period, a time of economic struggle and political change in the UK. The world was still recovering from World War I, and the Great Depression was starting to take hold. Coins from this era, like our 1930 penny, offer a tangible connection to the past, reflecting the artistry and resilience of the time. Now, let's talk about the rarity and value of the 1930 UK 1 penny. While it's not the rarest of the George V pennies, its value can vary significantly based on condition. A well-circulated coin might fetch around PS1 to PS3, while an uncirculated, mint-condition penny can be worth upwards of PS100 or more. Factors such as patina, mint marks, and any historical provenance can also influence the value. If you're interested in collecting the 1930 penny, here are a few tips. Condition is key. Always aim for the highest grade you can afford. Check authenticity, watch out for counterfeits, and ensure you buy from reputable dealers. Storage: store your coins in a cool, dry place and use proper holders to prevent damage. Historical research: learn about the coin's background to enhance your collecting experience. 1921. The 1921 penny is a part of British history, minted during the reign of King George V. But what makes this coin special? Let's explore its history, design, and value. King George V ruled from 1910 to 1936, a period marked by World War I and significant social change. Coins from his reign are cherished by collectors for their historical significance and intricate designs. On the obverse side of the 1921 penny, you'll find the left-facing portrait of King George V, designed by Bertram McKennell. Surrounding the portrait is the inscription Jorgives V Deagra Brit Almen Rex Fide, Def Indimp, which translates to George V, by the grace of God, King of all the Britons, Defender of the Faith, Emperor of India. The reverse side features Britannia, the iconic symbol of British strength and unity, seated and holding a trident and shield. This design, by Leonard Charles Wyon, was used on pennies for over 50 years, symbolizing stability and continuity in the British Empire. The 1921 penny was minted in large quantities at the Royal Mint in London. Despite the high mintage, many of these coins were lost or worn down over time, making well-preserved examples particularly valuable to collectors. The value of a 1921 penny varies significantly based on its condition. In good condition, it might fetch a modest price, while coins in very fine or better conditions can be worth significantly more. An uncirculated coin, with no wear and its original luster, can be a collector's treasure. When assessing a coin's condition, look for details such as the sharpness of the king's portrait and the clarity of Britannia's features. Any wear and tear, scratches, or discoloration can affect its value. Proper storage is crucial to maintain a coin's condition. Use protective holders and keep your coins in a dry, stable environment to prevent damage. So how much is a 1921 penny worth today? Prices can range from a few pounds for a well-worn example to several £100s for an uncirculated piece. Auction results and sales from reputable dealers can give you the best indication of current market values. 1937. Our journey begins in 1937, the year when King George VI ascended to the throne following the abdication of his brother, King Edward VIII. The 1937 penny was among the first coins to feature the portrait of King George VI, making it a significant piece for collectors. Let's take a closer look at the coin itself. The obverse, or head side, features the left-facing portrait of King George VI, designed by Thomas Humphrey Paget. The inscription around the portrait reads Jorgives Vidgbro Man Rex Fd Ind Imp, which stands for George VI, by the grace of God, King of all the Britons, Defender of the Faith, Emperor of India. On the reverse side, we see the iconic image of Britannia, the personification of Britain, seated holding a trident and shield. This design, by Leonard Charles Wyon, had been in use since 1860. The date 1937 is positioned below Britannia. The 1937 penny is notable for its size and composition. It measures 30.8 millimeters in diameter and weighs 9.4 grams. Made of bronze, it has a distinctive large size compared to modern pennies. When it comes to value, condition is everything. A 1937 penny in good condition might be worth a few pounds, while those in fine or very fine condition can fetch higher prices. Coins in extremely fine or uncirculated condition are particularly valuable to collectors, sometimes reaching up to PS50 or more. To accurately determine the value of your 1937 penny, it's important to consider factors like mint luster, any signs of wear, and overall eye appeal. Consulting with a numismatic expert or getting your coin graded by a professional service can provide you with a precise valuation. The market for the 1937 penny, like all collectible coins, can fluctuate based on demand and rarity. While millions were minted, finding one in pristine condition is becoming increasingly rare, adding to its desirability among collectors. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, the 1937 UK 1 penny coin is a remarkable piece of history to own. Its connection to King George VI and its classic design make it a timeless treasure. 1922. The 1922 UK 1 penny coin was minted during a period of post-World War I recovery. The United Kingdom was navigating economic challenges and social changes. Coins from this era reflect the nation's resilience and are a window into the past. The 1922 1 penny coin features a design that has become iconic. On the obverse, you'll find the effigy of King George V, who reigned from 1910 to 1936. The inscription around the portrait reads Georgives VDI Grey Brit Oman Rex Fi D Def Eind Imp, which stands for George V, by the grace of God, King of all the Britons, Defender of the Faith, Emperor of India. The portrait of George V was designed by Bertram McKennell, an acclaimed Australian sculptor and medalist. On the reverse side, you'll see Britannia, the personification of Britain, seated with a trident in one hand and a shield bearing the Union flag in the other. This design symbolizes the strength and naval dominance of the British Empire. The words 1 penny and the year 1922 are inscribed around the image. The 1922 1 penny coin is made of bronze, consisting of 95% copper, 4% tin, and 1% zinc. It weighs 9.45 grams and has a diameter of 30.8 millimeters. These specifications were standard for the penny coins of that era, commonly referred to as large pennies due to their substantial size compared to later issues. Now, let's talk about the value. The 1922 1 penny is considered relatively common, with a mintage of over 28 million coins. However, its condition greatly affects its value. Coins in poor condition might be worth just a few pounds, while those in excellent, uncirculated condition can fetch significantly higher prices. 1905. The 1905 UK 1 penny coin was minted during the reign of King Edward VII, who ruled from 1901 to 1910. This era, often referred to as the Edwardian period, was marked by significant social and technological changes. It was a time of transition from the Victorian era to the modern 20th century, with advances in industry, transportation, and daily life. The obverse of the 1905 penny features a left-facing portrait of King Edward VII. Designed by George William de Saulles, the inscription around the edge reads EDWARDVS VIIDA Grey Brit Omen Rex Fi DF INMP, which translates to Edward VII, by the grace of God, King of all the Britons, Defender of the Faith, Emperor of India. The reverse side of the coin displays the iconic Britannia, the personification of Britain, seated and holding a trident and shield. The words 1 penny are inscribed around the top edge, with the date 1905 at the bottom. Britannia has been a symbol of British strength and integrity since Roman times, and this design by Leonard Charles Wyon emphasizes the nation's maritime power and resilience. The 1905 penny was struck at the Royal Mint, primarily in London. These coins were made from bronze, consisting of 95% copper, 4% tin, and 1% zinc. Weighing 9.4 grams and measuring 30.8 millimeters in diameter, these large pennies were substantial in size and feel compared to modern pennies. So, what makes the 1905 penny particularly interesting for collectors? While millions were minted, their survival rate in good condition is lower than one might expect due to circulation wear over the years. The value of a 1905 penny can vary significantly based on its condition. Pennies in poor condition may fetch a few pounds, but those in excellent or uncirculated condition can command much higher prices. As of 2024, prices for a well-preserved 1905 penny can range from PS10 to PS200 or more, depending on the coin's grade. When assessing a 1905 penny, collectors look at the clarity of the king's portrait, the definition of Britannia, and the overall wear on the coin. Coins with minimal wear, clear inscriptions, and a sharp strike are highly sought after. If you're interested in collecting 1905 pennies, here are a few tips. First, always buy from reputable dealers or auctions. Look for coins that have been graded by professional grading services for assurance of quality. Keep an eye out for fakes or altered coins, which can be common in the numismatic world. Proper storage is crucial to maintain the value of your coins. Store them in a cool, dry place and consider using coin holders or albums to protect them from damage. The 1905 UK 1 penny coin is a fascinating piece of history, reflecting the artistry and culture of early 20th century Britain. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting, this coin is a valuable addition to any collection. Thanks for joining us on this journey through time. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more coin stories and valuation guides. See you in the next video.